Well, the Hornets stink up another game against the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, for months I've been talking about, not just me, but Coach Joe and many others, have said that the Hornets need a legitimate 7-footer. A 7-footer that can match up with an Embiid. Now, Embiid would get his, but at least make Embiid work for it. Joel Embiid was toying around with the Hornets, and the whole team was. I knew this was going to happen. And when I saw that Gordon Hayward was coming back, I was like, dang. Now JB's going to be back on that bull. So Lamellar Ball in this game only took 12 shots. See, this is the passive LaMelo that JB wants him to play. This is the vision of James Borrego. And that's why he needs to get out of there. I'm sorry, but when you have a talent like Lamellar Ball, you can't mess up in these rotations and have equal. Look at this. I'm looking at the minutes. P.J. Washington, 26 minutes. Miles Bridges, 30 minutes. Plumlee, 20. Lamellar Ball, 28. Terry Rozier, 28. Gordon Hayward, 17. Cody Martin, 24 minutes. Oubre, 22 minutes. Isaiah Thomas, 19 minutes. So what that tells you is that James Borrego is back to trying to make everybody happy and distribute minutes. When the game was in striking distance, 53-58, I was telling myself, the Hornets could come back if they stick to the script and let LaMelo be LaMelo. But that didn't happen. What I want to see from LaMelo is a mid-range shot. The floater he can keep, but this is why he needs a mid-range shot. When he plays against teams like this, the 76ers who have a lot of wings and guards that could defend, no one's really guarding the mid-range. That's a free shot. And I'm telling you, once LaMelo develops that, he will be a 3-level scorer. He didn't shoot bad. He shot 5 for 12 and 3 for 6 for 3. That's not bad at all. The problem is LaMelo didn't shoot enough. He was being passive. And that's by the design of James Borrego. This is what he wanted. That's the problem with the Hornets. They don't do what other NBA teams do. You got a LaMelo Ball and a Miles Bridges. Any coach with common sense will say to themselves, we're going to build this team around them. But no, the Hornets want to do things a different way. And a couple of days ago, when the Hornets clinched the so-called playing game, I knew that the Hornets social media team was going to celebrate that like it's an accomplishment. It's not an accomplishment. You didn't play a bunch of young. Now, if they were a team that was just playing a bunch of young prospects, young talent, you can say to yourself, yeah, that's an accomplishment. But that's not the point. This team wants to play all the older guys. They want to build this team around Terry Rozier, obviously, and Gordon Hayward. Speaking of Terry Rozier, he shot 2 for 9. He was just off. He didn't play any a lick of defense. Was a no-show. Gordon Hayward, Mr. Glass, the $130 million man. This offseason, Michael Jordan, Mitch Kupchak, cut your losses and trade them. Now, whatever team that the Hornets trade them to, there's going to be an agreement. There has to be, because other NBA teams are not trying to touch that full contract. So, MJ, you gotta take some part of that contract. But it will be beneficial, because when LaMelo's contract is up, you will have enough dough to pay him. But cut your losses now trade Gordon Hayward this offseason and have enough money to pay Miles Bridges. Because if you don't pay Miles Bridges, who is a good friend of LaMelo off the court, that's not going to be a good sight at all. But the Hornets are not ready for the playoffs. They don't even know who they are. They're like a chicken head cut off when they're out there. Your turn, my turn basketball. Don't want to play defense if they're not scoring. Terry Rozier, since he shot so horrible in this game, his defense went from bad to zero. He didn't care about trying to help his team winning. These are the type of players that do not need to be on this team. Selfish, entitled, they don't give a damn about winning. And you got a young athlete in Lamellar Ball who's trying to do everything he can to win. But they don't want to play that way. They don't want to outrun teams. They don't want to share the ball. They want to get theirs. You can't win in the NBA like that. The Memphis Grizzlies are 20-2 without Ja Morant. You know what that tells you? That's culture. But I told y'all about this. Remember that prediction I made earlier in the season? The 9th seed? Everybody and their mama was telling me, oh, DJ, you being a little too harsh. Oh, DJ. Now you see what I'm talking about. I know bad culture when I see it. Now, MJ, Mitch Kupchak, back to you. You better think long and hard. If you don't cut your losses with Gordon Hayward and JB, man, that's not a good sign at all. I've never seen a coach get this many chances for 4 straight years. JB has not even won a playoff series and still got a job. We got Mark Jackson and other qualified, excellent coaches who would love to coach Lamellar Ball and Miles Bridges. This team reminds me of the Cowboys. The owner doesn't know how to get out the way. Same thing with Jerry Jones. All in the business of the team. All making the decisions. Instead of allowing analytics and the professionals do their job. To Joel Embiid, 29 points, 14 rebounds in 31 minutes. He didn't even play the standard NBA starter minutes in this game, which is 35 and up. Just like that. Only took 1 3. All of it in the paint. Tobias Harris, 23 points. James Harden didn't even have to score 20 in this game. He had 13 assists and 12 points. Matisse Thybulle was a pit bull. He shut down all the guards. All the guards. He shut them down. And you already know that Hornets helped shutting their own player down, freezing their own player at Lamellar Ball by design. But Thybulle shut the hell out of Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier was frustrated because Thybulle wouldn't let him jack up shots like he usually does. This is an embarrassment, man. I'm ready for the off season. I already know the Hornets they don't have what it takes to make the playoffs. They're missing a legit 7-footer. They're missing a legit 2-guard who is 6'6" and above that can shoot threes, play defense, know their role. Man, if I was a GM, I would build the perfect team around LaMelo. Number one, if I have a 6'7" point guard in Lamellar Ball, then that gives me the power to have a longer athletic team, right? That's what you would think what Mitch Kupchak would do, but he hasn't done it. I want this roster being 6'5" and above. I don't need any player being below 6'5". Look at the Milwaukee Bucks, one of the tallest teams in the NBA, probably the tallest team in the NBA. They got that figured out for this type of style of basketball. Yeah, but this coach, man, he's pathetic. And all the JB defenders. Now y'all see what I was talking about. So what you gonna say now? Because when LaMelo had that 33-point game, you fools were telling me and everybody else that, see, JB helped LaMelo get those 33 points. That's what you said. Which was a damn lie. And you know it. But shout out to all the real Hornet fans who hold this team accountable. Mad Ant, Eternity, follow them on Twitter. They always calling this functional team out. They don't sugarcoat crap. Shout out to Hampton Royce, who is on this team's necks because they're wasting a good opportunity. They're wasting it. So you got a choice, Hornet fans. Do you want to keep LaMelo past his contract? Because that's the ultimate goal. No matter what, that's the ultimate goal, is to make LaMelo happy. Or do you want him to go to some other team where you could have done the same thing, but you didn't do it? And I want to thank the brother Scott McKinney for the Cash App supporting the channel, man. Thank you for that, my brother. And if you want to support this channel, donate to the Cash App. I'm going to send a Cash App link. And if you have any video requests, just send me a Cash App request, and I'll make whatever video you want me to make if I have the time. But I had to talk about this because this is horrible basketball. And as a fan of basketball, I'm disappointed because I feel like it's being wasted. But that's all I'll say for today, man. Hit the like button, share the video. Peace and blessings, peace and love to the family, and I'm out. RawTruth Media. You know what it is.